Taurus, you are up for the 2023 Tarot Energy Reading. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. All right. So, this is your 2023, of course. I'm recording this in November. All the November readings are up, by the way. The general readings are up, the love readings are up, the money readings are up for all of the signs. The collective readings, full moon in Taurus, I did a Halloween reading, and I've been doing random collective readings throughout the past few weeks. Whatever reading you watch or listen to, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading energy and the tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Now that I said all that, we can go ahead and get into the reading. I'm using one of my oracle decks. I will use a custom tarot deck, and then I will use a regular tarot deck. May I have the energy for Taurus for 2023. May I have the energy for Taurus for 2023. Energy for Taurus for 2023. What is it that Taurus needs to hear? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? May I have a card, please? Thank you. Oh, okay. That's understandable. All right, so the card that came out, number 39, Romantic Love. Number 39, Romantic Love. 39 might be significant to you. It says, the frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. All right. So for that, if any of you are dealing with love and relationships, it sounds like your love flourishes. I'm trying to get comfortable on the stool. Love flourishes when the person is present. Love flourishes when the person is present, meaning they're there. They hear you. They're listening to you. They're making the effort is what they're doing. That is when it works best. I feel when a person is present. That is what it is saying. Now, let me take a quote from my deck. It seems like we might be leaning towards love, so it would not surprise me if a love quote comes out, but we shall see what happens. May I have the energy for Taurus for 2023? May I have the energy for Taurus for 2023? May I have the energy for Taurus for 2023? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? Okay, 2 cards came out. Let's see what we have here. And what is this one? All right. So, first card, and this card has come out a lot during readings when I've used this deck. It's by Franklin D. Roosevelt, or President Franklin D. Roosevelt. It says, when you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot in it and hang on. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot in it and hang on. So this is saying don't give up. Just hold on. The second card, it says, and this is by Niccolo Machiavelli. It says, God is not willing to do everything, and thus take away our free will and that share of glory which belongs to us. Let me read that again. God is not willing to do everything, and thus take away our free will and that share of glory which belongs to us. Niccolo Machiavelli. Trying to get it where it shows. So yeah, this is saying that it's still up to us. And we have free will. It's still up to us. Now, will the divine or the universe intervene? Yeah. That will happen. But also there are things that we have to do. One thing that I heard before, I believe it was by Jake Canfield, who wrote the book or the series Chicken Noodle Soup for the Soul. And he had mentioned about the law of attraction. And he said, what's the last 6 letters in attraction? And it's action. You can think about stuff all day long, but if you don't take action, nothing really happens. And this is also part of this with the Machiavelli quote, where it's like, okay, God can't do everything. He isn't going to do everything. If he did, what would be the point of giving us free will? There comes a point when you have to do things for yourself too. And then when you do, you see the results. So keep that in mind. But also, you have to persevere. I feel like the reason these two things came out, for some of you, this may be in love, especially with this romantic love being the first card. And if it's in regards to love, some of you may feel like, okay, I've been on, 20 dates in 2022, and none of them have led to anything. I'm ready to give up. And I feel like these two cards here are saying, don't give up and continue to take action. You know what I mean? It's like, hold on, don't give up, but also you have to continue to take action. Because for some of you, if you're in this defeatist attitude where it's like, oh, okay, well, I've been on 20 dates, it's never going to work out. And then you just stop, then it's not going to work out because you haven't went out on any more dates to find the person that's right for you. So this is saying, don't give up. There's someone out there for you. Now, for others of you, if this isn't dealing with love, because again, like I say, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If this isn't dealing with love, some of you may have a defeatist attitude in general, where you've tried things over and over and over again, and you're just like, I'm not making any headway. Why am I not making any headway? This is saying if you're at the end of your rope, tie a knot in it and hang on, meaning don't let go. There's a song by Kurt Carr, and I forgot the name of the group, but it's Kurt Carr and the Something Singers. I think Kurt Carr and the Kurt Carr Singers, maybe. But the name of the song is I Almost Let Go. And what it's talking about is that people are still here because of the grace of God, and also because they didn't let go, because the divine wouldn't let them let go. For some of you, you might be listening to this right now. This might be your message letting you know, hey, you need to hang in there. You don't need to let go. So just keep that in mind. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But one thing you definitely have to do in 2023 is take action. You have to take action to make things happen. All right, let's wrap this up with the final deck. Energy for Taurus for 2023. Energy for Taurus for 2023. Energy for Taurus for 2023. What is it that Taurus needs to hear? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? May I have some cards, please? Okay. Wow. Wow. All of these are major arcanas. That is crazy. So yeah, some of you are dealing with love, because the Lovers was the first card to come out, but also this can be about choices too. This is Gemini energy. I don't know why. I heard some of you, something may have happened in June is what may have happened. I don't know why I heard something about June. It just came to me. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but I feel like something happened to somebody in June. The World card is here as well, which is the completion of a cycle. And then the Sun card is here too, which is about happiness. Now, Lovers is Gemini energy. The World card is fixed energy. Aquarius, Leo, which is your, in Taurus, which is your energy. And then also Scorpio. So Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. Those 4 signs are fixed signs. And that is the energy of the World card. Now, something was learned. Also, this can deal with travel too, where some of you may be traveling. Some of you may have made a decision to travel with the Lovers here. Because again, a choice has more than likely been made. It's something that brings you happiness. Now, for some of you, you may have made the choice to enter a relationship in 2022, or you may make the choice to enter a relationship in 2022. For others of you, you made the choice to move on, not 2022, 2023. I said that during Aries reading too. Go figure. For others of you, you may have made the choice to move on, or you will make the choice to move on in 2023, is what will happen. Because you just felt like you're tired of whatever this is that is draining your energy. And now that you have separated yourself from that energy that was draining you, you're happier now in 2023. What's at the bottom of it? Because I didn't even check. Yeah, a new beginning. All of these are major arcanas. For those of you who don't know, arcana means secret. So there's the minor arcana, which are like the suits and everything. You know, the cups, the pentacles, the wands, and the swords. Those are the suits. Those are the minor arcanas. These cards that have come out are all major arcana. So this is major transformation. These are major secrets that are being uncovered. And this is what I'm telling you. 2023 will be major change for you. And it's going to be based off of either you entering something or you leaving something is what it will be. But whatever it is, it's going to give you a new beginning with this Fool card. The Fool is starting over. In the major arcana, the Fool card is the first card. You start at 0 and then you go from there. And one thing that I noticed, you see that sun shining on the Fool in the background as the Fool gets ready to go off on their journey? That's what this is right here. I say that because don't forget, the World card is the last card in the major arcana. This means that the cycle has been completed. And then it starts over again with the Fool and that sun shining in the background. You're happy on whatever journey you're going on. I strongly feel some of you are traveling because the World card is a travel card and the Fool card is a travel card. So I feel some of you are traveling. Some of you might be relocating as well in 2023. I'll take just a few more cards. May I have some more cards for Taurus, please? Woo! Interesting. So they fell down sideways. You have the Star, the Princess of Pentacles, and then you have the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you might find yourself pregnant. And also for some of you, I feel like this was a pregnancy that you have been hoping for. Like you may have had issues with pregnancy before. I know that the Empress isn't here, and also the Sun card is a pregnancy card too. The Moon isn't here, but I feel like for some of you, you might be a mother in 2023, as in having a baby. Your baby might be a Virgo, is what I feel. So yeah, your baby might be a Virgo. So I feel some of you might actually be getting pregnant on New Year's Eve. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Like during the new year, I feel like a pregnancy might happen then for some of you. And yeah, the baby will end up being a Virgo. What's at the bottom of the deck? Death card. So yeah, another ending. I told you, you're completing a cycle. It is what you're doing. And it's all about continuing to move forward. I heard something, forward is the only direction. That's what I just heard in my head. Forward is, I think I'm going to title this that. Forward is the only direction. You can't worry about what didn't work out in the past. Forward is the only direction. All right, and that is your message for 2023. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, be blessed.